In recent years, India is experiencing one of the biggest transformations it has ever seen in its core innovation. This is led by a fast increasing startup boom, which is revolutionizing how we see India today. This growth driver has created upwards of 60,000 startups, and 90 of which are unicorn startups, or $1 billion in valuation enterprises. These types of businesses are key to India's economic growth in the future to come, for they are the ones responsible for ensuring that the products we use every day are quickly changing and for the better. The biggest changes we have seen so far could be seen in financial services, e-commerce shopping, biotechnology, gaming, which are just some of many more. These have all pushed India to become the third largest country with the highest number of unicorns, just behind the US and China. So how did India's startup ecosystem go from a small component of the economy to becoming one of the most critical sectors? Furthermore, who are all these startups that are vying to change the country, or even the world? Before we move on, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more. Just 20 years ago, at the start of the 21st century, there have already been a few Indian startups operating within the country, and some have ended up becoming quite successful. These were often found in India's startup city, called Bangalore. Eventually, several governments and initiatives have pushed for economic reforms which moved the country to a more market-based economic system, which then revolutionized everything and paved the way for Indian startups. Today's landscape is proof of how much the country has changed. India has exactly 64,129 recognized startups. And in 2021, these 60,000 or so have raised over $39 billion in capital, making it a hotbed for investors, far above the amount raised in 2020 at just $11.8 billion. But of all these, only a few of them have actually made it greatly out there in the country. And these are the so-called unicorn startups, the ones who have gained the most traction, the most revenue, and the most funding during the past year. They are also the ones who everyone should have their eyes on, as they can not only impact the country, but might as well the rest of the world. We have found 3 unicorn startups that have the potential to do so. The first is an enterprise breaking the status quo in the mobile advertising industry. InMobi, a startup that was founded way back in 2007, eventually got its unicorn status just 4 years later in 2011. Surprisingly, it is also India's first ever unicorn company. Today, InMobi is a multinational organization operating in different segments of the world, providing its breakthrough advertising services. As of the time of writing this, the company is valued at around $15 billion. Founded in 2007 by former Amazon employees, Flipkart is one of the leading e-commerce enterprises in the Indian online shopping industry, selling a vast amount of goods and even extending its services to digital content such as Flipkart Video Originals. As of 2018, however, acquired by the US giant Walmart for a staggering $16 billion for 77% of the company, which at the time valued Flipkart well over $20 billion. Lastly, a company disrupting the educational system of India is called Byju, a startup founded in 2011. 10 years later, it is now one of the world's largest edtech companies with well over 115 million registered students, which values the company at $18 billion. What makes Byju stand out is its importance in the Indian digital transformation landscape. The country is experiencing a digital boom, which means that everyone must learn how to adapt to the new online world. Learning how to plan, work, and play in the upcoming Web3 will be a key milestone for the country. Hence why we can see Byju as one of the startups winning award after award on the international stage. These are just 3 of the ones we think have a chance to shine in the world's competitive landscape. With over 90 other unicorns and 63,000 startups, there may be more out there that might outshine these 3. With the world quickly shifting and changing as we move forward, no one might know who will be the true winners of the future. But one thing is for sure, the Indian startup ecosystem is going to see a bigger move in the future, with more unicorns, more startups, and might one day far surpass both China and the US.